Hello students, in this video we will learn about present, past and future tense. First of all, we know what is tense. Tense means time. It means it's still about the time when the action is performed. The tense of a verb tells when an action takes place. Means students, the tense help us to know that when an action is taking place. To know more about this, let us see the example which are given below. The bear walks to the honey tree. In this sentence, walks refers that the action is performed in the present. The second one is the bear walked to the honey tree. In the second sentence, we add ed to the verb, which means that the work has been over or completed. It means this sentence is in past tense. The third one is the bear will walk to the honey tree. Means in this sentence we add will before verb. It means this tells that the action performed in the future. So this sentence is in future tense. Now let us understand what is present tense. The present tense of a verb names an action that happens regularly. It can also express a general truth. Means present tense are the actions or the verbs that tells about the action which happens regularly. We can say it shows about our habits. It can also express a general truth. Means students, प्रेजेंट टेंस जो होते हैं वो जनरल ट्रूथ के बारे में भी बताते हैं. The present tense of the verb is the base form of the verb. Means students, whenever we write present tense, then we have to use the base form of the verb. When the subject is a singular noun or he, she or it, you usually add s to the verb. मीन स्टूडेंट, जब भी हमारा जो सब्जेक्ट है वो सिंगुलर नाउन होगा या फिर ही शी और इट यानी कि थर्ड पर्सन होगा, इन दैट केस वी हैव टू ऐड एस टू द वर्ब. नाउ लेट्स सी some of the words which are given in singular and the plural form. First one is subject is given I. So, I visit, and in plural form, in the place of I, we will write we visit. Now, in the second person, as you can see, you is given. You denotes that it is the second person. We will talk about the second person. You visit. In plural form also, it cannot be changed. It becomes you visit only. In third person, whenever we talk about the third person, in third person, when we write it into plural form, then we have to use they visit. Okay? So, these are the words which we have to change singular to plural. So, these are some of the rules by which we can change singular to the plural. Now the verb be. Present tense of the verb be differs from the base form. Whenever we talk about the verb be, then we have to use the different forms of verb, different forms of the base forms, such as am, are, is. So, whenever we talk about am, then we have to use the subject I, and in are, we have to use the subject you are, and whenever we talk about the third person, then we have to use she, he. Now, let's see what is past tense. The past tense of a verb names an action that already happened. Means past tense denote that the action being completed और being over. जो पास्ट टेंस होते हैं बच्चों, वो हमें बताते हैं कि जो हमारा जो काम है वो ऑलरेडी ख़त्म हो चुका है. Form past tense of most verbs by adding ed to the base form of the verb. Now students, whenever we have to change base form to the past tense, or we can say past form, then we have to use ed at the end of the base form. Like I give one example, walk. Walk become walked because we have used ed. So it denotes the past tense that the work has been completed. Now let us see future tense. What is future? Future tense. The future tense of a verb names an action that will take place in the future. Means future tense are those verbs which tell us that the action should be performed in the future. Means ये future के बारे में बताते हैं कि कोई काम जो future में होने वाला है उस काम को हम किस में लिखेंगे? future tense में. Form the future tense by adding the helping verb will or shall to the base form of the verb. So students, whenever you need to change the sentence into future tense, then you have to simply use will or shall before the base form of the verb. Okay? Now, we can understand this concept with the example given below. The balloon floats in the bridge. In this floats, the verb floats refers that this action is performed in the present. The second one is the balloon floated in the bridge. In this, we add ed in the base form of verb floats. So it becomes floated. It tells that the action has been over or has been completed in the past. So this sentence is in past tense. The third one is the balloon will float in the bridge. In this sentence, will tells that the action should be performed in the future. So this sentence is future tense. Now let us read about the simple present tense. Use the simple present to express the idea that an action is repeated or usual. Means students, we have to use the simple present tense whenever we express our idea or our habits that we repeated on our daily basis. मीन्स सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस हम बच्चों तब यूज़ करते हैं जब हम अपना कोई ऐसा एक्शन के बारे में बात कर रहे हो जो एक्शन हम डेली करते हों, यानी कि जो हमारी हैबिट हो, जो हमें डेली करनी होती है. एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वी हैव टू यूज सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस. नाउ let's understood this concept with the help of an example. I eat breakfast every morning at 6:30. I go to work every day. In both the sentences, the action is being done on the daily basis. Like I eat breakfast every morning means the action is performed on the daily basis. Means जो खाने का जो काम हो रहा है वो डेली बेसिस पे हो रहा है. तो एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वी हैव टू यूज द सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस. आई गो टू वर्क एवरी डे. मैं रोज़ काम पे जाता हूँ. तो ये जो जाने का काम है ये वो रोज़ करता है. तो इट इज़ आई कैन से ये उसकी क्या है, एक डेली बेसिस की एक्टिविटी है. सो एट दिस टाइम ऑल्सो वी हैव टू यूज सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस. So this is the example of simple present tense. Now see the second one. The earth revolves around the sun. Means ये एक फैक्ट है कि जो अर्थ है वो रिवॉल्व करता है, यानी कि घूमता है सन के अराउंड, यानी कि सन के चारों ओर. though means this is the fact, this is the truth. So at the point of whenever we talk about any general truth or any fact, at that point of time also we have to use simple present tense. Now we will talk about simple past. Simple past expresses the idea that an action started and finished at a specific time in the past. Means सिंपल पास्ट टेंस हम तब यूज़ करते हैं जब कोई काम हमने पास्ट में शुरू किया हो और वो काम हमने पास्ट में ही ख़त्म कर दिया हो. At that point of time we use simple past tense. Now let's understood this concept with the help of an example. Henry arrived at the airport. Means जो हेनरी है वो एयरपोर्ट पे अराइव हो गया, यानी कि वो घर से कब निकला था, कब उसने स्टार्ट किया था और कब वो एयरपोर्ट पे पहुंचा. दोनों ही काम जो है उसने पास्ट में ही शुरू किए और पास्ट में ही ख़त्म किए. सो वी कैन अंडरस्टूड दैट सिंपल पास्ट टेंस मीन्स that the action is started in the past and finished in the past. At such type of as such type of time we have to use simple past tense. Now let us see the second example. I finished my lunch, went to the beach and found a nice place to swim. यानी कि मैंने अपना लंच ख़त्म किया और मैं बीच पे गया और वहाँ पे मैंने एक अच्छी सी जगह ढूंढी स्विम करने के लिए. तो एज यू कैन सी फिनिश्ड, वेंट, फाउंड, दीज थ्री वर्ड्स टेल्स दैट द एक्शन इज बीइंग डन इन द पास्ट. अब जो एक्शन है वो पास्ट में हो रहा है और पास्ट में ही ख़त्म हो रहा है. इट मीन्स दिस एग्जाम्पल इज ऑफ सिंपल पास्ट टेंस. सो स्टूडेंट्स, I hope now I hope you understood the topic of simple past tense and simple present tense and past, present and perfect tense. So students, now you have to complete your worksheets with the help of this video. And if you have any doubt, then you have to see this video for 2 or 3 times so that you can easily understand the concept or the question which are given in the worksheets. Till then, in this video we have seen this much only. So till then, goodbye and take care.